Patrick, Shiels. I don't know about that Lansing Catholic softball game today, or if you're going to play golf today, it's going to be, not for the weak of heart. And Dennis Lennox, who we're lucky enough to find not only in the United States, first off, then in Michigan, then here in the state capitol, and where you live, it might snow.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I think we're going to have to fire that weatherman.
Like somebody's asleep at the switch, put it that way. Now, just for the fun of it, the most recent foreign country you've been to, and the next one you're going to.
Well, I actually not foreign country, but I just returned from Kansas City 2 days ago, and it was beautiful. And of course, they have the National World War I Museum with the centenary. It's worth a visit. Going to Belgium in a couple weeks.
You're always somewhere. These pictures that you put on Facebook and tweet. It's unbelievable. You're there monitoring elections and watching growing democracies.
Consulting work and doing a few different things. And if you're not following me on Instagram, I'm at Dennis Lennox on Instagram, so give me a follow.
Are you a secret agent? Tell the truth.
I'd have to kill you, Michael Patrick.
Gotcha. We'll stick to Mount Pleasant Morning Sun then.
Sounds good to me.
And the rest of it, because I like to live a little bit longer. But you seem like you're like your own Michigan's own 007 there in the action. Now, does Rick Snyder have designs beyond Michigan's borders, perhaps?
Well, if you ask the governor and the people close to him, they sure sound like he would like to run for president.
Yeah?
I don't think he can actually end up being president. It's a little late to get into the game now. All the best operatives, the consultants, most of them are all signed up with, Jeb Bush, Scott Walker, and the 12 other Republicans that are seeking their party's nomination. And frankly, Governor Snyder just doesn't have the political base here in Michigan. I mean, I'm not confident that he could get 52, 53% in a statewide Republican primary right now.
Why not? When you look at our unemployment rate, since he's been in office, we're now finally back down to the national average of 5%.
Yeah, well, I agree with you on paper. His resume is great. But here in Michigan, the grassroots of the Republican Party is a little bit further to the right, and I think that's an understatement. And he's taking a lot of hits to his political capital with this tax hike vote in May.
And we know that's not going to pass, right?
It's going to lose 60-40.
Yeah. And what does that do to his political future?
I think it hurts his political capital significantly. I mean, he's basically at war right now with elements of his own party here in Michigan. Again, if there were a Michigan presidential primary held today, he wouldn't win it.
Wow. And this wasn't his idea, right? This whole ballot proposal thing, it got stuck on his desk.
Well, it got stuck on his desk because the previous legislature, failed to do their job. This isn't his fault. I mean, we all want good roads. The problem is Prop 1 is not about the roads. It's a Christmas tree for the special interest groups, and he's taking the blame. You can't blame him for standing up and saying we want better roads. I just feel sorry for him that it's not a better solution because we need to do something. I was in Kansas City last week, both Missouri and Kansas, and the roads were great. No potholes. Toll roads. I could go 80 miles an hour on the toll road in Kansas.
We spend less on our roads than any other state, as far as I hear.
I've heard that before. Let's not forget we have this frost-free cycle here in Michigan. I mean, we could spend billions of dollars, and our roads are still going to be lousy.
He had no choice. But could a stronger governor have sent signals through the quadrant meetings? Do not send me a ballot proposal idea to fix the roads. Like, would that ever happen to John Engler?
Well, that's one of those hypothetical questions that Lansing likes to toss around. I mean, what I will say is I think if we had a legislature maybe in a pre-term limits era, this might have not happened. I mean, part of the problem now you have is you just don't have the experience. I mean, you have legislators who don't even know where the toilets are in the Capitol.
They were out the door, right? I mean,
they were.
The leaders were out the door anyway.
Well,
so they said, "Oh, you guys take." They essentially kicked the can.
It also illustrates the point of these lame duck sessions. I think they need to end because nothing good happens after an election. The legislature just adjourn, and if we have to have a session, bring the new guys and new girls in. Why wait 2-3 months?
This is a question we'll have to answer after the break, but could Governor Snyder sit back, let the 16 Republicans bloody each other, and then, like a bike race, draft in at the end?
That's great.
We'll get Dennis Lennox's answer, and of course you'll be reading him in the Mount Pleasant Morning Sun, too.